Teenspiration.
How are you? Nisi, you're the only person I know.
Hey, now you.
Why would you start from your right though?
No, mom, that's how I want to do
Nah,
it.
I know for be so. You should start from your left and
For
right.
the how?
Start
For the how?
for me. Why?
This is so how far away.
Why you?
I don't
Why
know.
shouldn't
I
you
don't
be?
know what his problem with me. Leave that boy. Leave this boy alone.
How do they know them sexing me out?
Nisi is so like, how far we going the ministry? The last time we met, we were talking about God. Oh no, you're going wayward.
Oh yeah, that pastor thing. But right now, we like
Today-
the pastor thing. I
Niece,
relax small.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Would-
saw it today
She
when I
really
came
like to join my
earlier.
ministry.
Yeah.
Don't join him.
Do you know what you're
When
saying?
I
It's
came
about
today,
God, it's
what
not
he
about
was
him.
doing was wayward. He was trying to twerk.
By their
Why
fruits
me
you
then
shall
you
know
get
them.
problem, Anna?
It's true.
By their fruits.
Someone who
Do
wants
you
to be
believe
a
it?
pastor
Do you
wouldn't
believe
twerk.
it? You also for mommy, you dey do case and grab or you are coming to talk to you. Now me,
What
hey,
kids of
you
that?
asking
You
what
actually
you
did.
That's like
Take
something
look
I
at
told you long time ago.
But then you still said it on the pod. Everyone heard it.
I Enoch, I dey carry then I dey want tell you if I
What's
go
up?
if I go do protest.
Yeah, me self, I want to. I don't want to initiate cool self. Or you say what's up,
Hey, cool.
Charlie?
You the who?
Don't me then you will start.
Hey, I beg you.
Hey.
Nah.
Don't mind him. We think those people that do the cool, they are doing Rasta. Don't mind him. I'm a Rasta man.
Okay.
it's
So they're not
someone-
really Rasta.
Okay, the target you cut your hair, so you figure you then see the scene.
Oh now. But I just noticed so they are both wearing pink. Why did you guys plan to wear pink or what?
You push
Girl
that you
power.
wear pink.
Girl power.
Next time you
Maka, if
you
you
wear
boys
blue.
are then they wanna neck. Hey,
Charlie.
This man, I don't know his problem.
allow him.
Don't mind me.
He has missed you.
So you haven't seen me. I look like a boy.
How do you cut your hair?
And you can't see my breast. My breast is
I know they
evident.
see nothing. I'm sorry.
Please.
My eyes are immune
It's
to
very
that.
evident. It's about body count.
Eh?
Body what?
You're shaking, I know.
What's up?
Stop shaking.
No, you. But how are you taking it personal?
I
Alright.
know, he has 16.
16 what?
Enoch, how old are you?
I prefer to keep that out of the camera. Thank
Yeah, I know. Because I expose you.
you. Oh my days.
Dear Teenspiration, I hope this message finds you well. My name is Lisa, and I'm a 17-year-old high school student writing to seek your guidance and support through your insightful podcast. I find myself caught in a distressing and self-destructive circle that I desperately want to break free from. It pains me to admit that I've been engaging in constant and indiscriminate sexual encounters with
Eesh.
multiple partners.
You.
This pattern of behavior has taken a toll of my emotional well-being, self-esteem, and an overall sense of stability. As a young girl navigating the complexities of high school life, I have encountered personal
Personal what? You continue.
I have
continue.
encountered personal struggles that have left me feeling lost and vulnerable. I've been seeking validation and connection in unhealthy ways, which has led me down this path of self-destructive behavior. And I understand the harm it causes, and I am committed to making a change. I believe that through this episode, we can foster a sense of empathy and understanding among your listeners, while offering practical advice and resources for individuals like me who are yearning for change and personal growth. Thank you for providing a safe space for young girls like myself to seek support and guidance. I am grateful for your time and dedication to make a difference in our lives. With sincere gratitude, Lisa.
Oh my god, that's sad.
Yeah.
For a
because-
I honestly don't know
17-year-old
what to
girl.
say, actually. Because
But then I don't know what will make a 17-year-old girl go into something like this. Because me, if it was my sister, like I wouldn't even like it. Like what
Yeah.
happened
Wait,
in
you don't
SHS
know.
that will make
Yeah,
something
I
like
think we
this
should
happen?
It's
talk about
actually
what causes
very,
it.
very hard to be a girl because when you're growing up and when you're walking and you hear a guy
Don't-
calls you,
Come
they
on.
tell you
Don't
certain
remind me.
things
My
like
mom be
You're
like,
in SHS.
my mom be
No.
like, if you're a girl, even cockroach will call you.
it's hard.
It's true. That's the
You,
mom.
No.
you, relax.
Coconut seller.
Everybody is going to
there.
call you,
Like-
especially when you are attractive. Like,
Yes,
do you understand?
yes.
Everyone or anyone, a mate, you'll be working and a mate will be calling you and be disturbing
When
your
I
life.
was coming
he's calling
here,
it-
wait.
is he
When
not
I was
human?
coming here,
No, that's not the case.
When-
But
no,
it's
You don't
part of
have
the
to give in to
struggles. No,
everybody.
it
I
counts. Like,
encountered the same thing. Listen, when I was coming here, I got stranded. I didn't know the location, so I had to call for direction. Then the mate was like, I want to buy airtime and call the person to direct me. The mate was like, "Mommy, your phone, give me your phone." I was like, "For what? I don't have credit."
He's
All
just
of a
trying
sudden,
to-
he took my phone, dialed
he's
his
just
number.
trying to have a conversation.
So when
like,
you're done, you delete.
What
engage
if-
you.
No, he wanted to call
It's
his
not that
phone with my
easy.
number. You get it to
But,
get his.
but that is not an excuse to me.
No, honestly, if in her
You're not
case,
a
it's
girl.
not that it's not that easy, sorry, to just stop the conversation or say I don't want to talk to you, because sometimes you come off as rude, sometimes you'll say you're too no and start
Yeah,
insulting
no,
you, and you don't
blame
want
them
that in
because
public.
some of the boys too, they are part of this problem.
It's
They are
true.
part.
Well,
Like every girl,
I
they want
feel-
to like.
I
they
But
are-
feel
sometimes I feel like you
really bad
should
for
speak
him.
up. I feel like you should
But
speak
then-
up some
but
point.
then we should actually talk about what could be the cause of this pending issue. we are
Not
talking
the
about.
Well,
cause
because
boys calling
SHS
you.
It's
I
not
don't
about
peer
just boys
pressure.
calling you. A boy calling you wouldn't necessarily mean you should do that. So I think
No, that's
there's
not
something
it.
more to
I'm
it.
saying that it counts. Like, it's a process. When those things are happening, like, you get
It
to
could
a
be
point
peer
where
pressure.
you okay,
Okay.
I want to
And
give it
even-
a chance
Peer
and
pressure.
see
Probably
what's
Yeah.
going
the
to
friends,
happen.
the friends that
That's-
she
And
And
then
then-
at
knows
some
in
point,
school.
probably there will be this one guy that will call you and you like the person.
Exactly.
You can't hate every boy.
But that doesn't mean you should love everybody.
Yeah, you are
Yeah, I
yeah,
just feel
but
like
you're not.
That's not
peer
what we're
pressure.
saying.
The kind
No,
of
I'm
friends
not-
she's moving with.
It's not about. Some people don't have friends, but
You see,
you know
girls
what?
they like that friendship group, like that group friendship thing, and
Me,
it's
for
affecting
example, I
most
don't
of
have.
them.
I don't have friends. I just have people
That
I
is
talk
you.
to.
Do you know for Lisa?
Exactly, you don't know.
What if in her school she has a group of 5 that they always work together,
Yeah.
they do everything together?
And a group of 5 friends, at least
we are
one
here
person
talking
must be
about we are here
sensible.
talking about Lisa, thinking it's only Lisa. I'm sure there's someone out there who's also.
No,
And
I
And then
think
by we talking
lot
about
of
the
people
health
are going through that.
implications it has
But then they
to all
can't
this,
come
it's
and
going
say
to
it like
also
how Lisa
let
did.
people know what's at stake. So
Well,
I think we should
yeah.
also talk about the health implications.
But according to
And
her,
all
she
that.
said
she also
has-
mentioned that she knows what
The effect.
she's doing.
Yeah, I think
Do you
so.
understand?
Maybe she hasn't outlined it for other people who are going through the same thing to
But
also
then
know
we
what's at
all
stake.
know what she will be going through because in
I
school
think-
they will be teasing her. She
Definitely.
won't concentrate. Sometimes you go to class and her mind is somewhere else, thinking about how she'll
Yeah,
get
lots
rid
of
of the whole
focus. Yeah,
issue.
it actually
She
works
won't
on her.
focus. She has exams to write.
That,
How do you expect her to
she
go around
stated that
all-
she tried seeking help from wrong places. Like,
Really?
from the
I
wrong
didn't hear that
places?
part.
Yeah, in school,
So
so
imagine-
the wrong places.
That's
Wrong
quite.
places. It
That's
can be
quite
your
unfortunate.
counselor.
Yeah.
It could even be your mom. Honestly.
How do you
Because
talk to
your
mom
dad-
about
No, you see, because when you bring
Yeah, in
these
Africa.
issues to them, some parents are
But
they don't welcome these things. They're
That's
going
it,
to
that's-
insult you, and then you feel really, really
Exactly,
bad, and you
exactly.
can't even go into depression, feel less of
course.
yourself, and all
Now,
that.
me, if I'm your father,
know?
you come and tell me that you are doing continue.
nah,
Slap.
I don't
Well,
think- I
it
don't
shouldn't.
think- I don't
It
think-
shouldn't be so.
Yeah.
It
I
shouldn't
don't-
be so,
yeah,
but then yeah, like the case.
in Africa, I
She's
mean,
in that situation already.
a lot of people
then-
can't.
But
What
the
can
fact
I
that
do?
she wants to change is
That's
actually
a
a good
positive-
thing for her.
Exactly.
She can still do it. Because
Exactly.
at the end of the day, she's not the only one who has been through something like
She's
this.
just
Most
the
of
bold
her
one.
friends are.
It
bold
can
one
be
to
me.
come
Maybe
out to
I'm.
talk
I'm
about
She's just the
also-
only one talking about it.
Yeah.
Probably in her school, you go and check
So I
her.
think we
Then
should
most
find
of them.
the best solution for her. What she should go through, what she should do.
I
That is-
personally
Mhm.
would say she should go to church.
Trust
Just go
me,
to church.
trust me, trust
Yeah,
me.
no, not just, but then
and
just
the people, some of the people
Go
in
to
the
church,
church, then they
these
sleep
days,
out.
even
know the kind of
inside-
people you
inside the
move
church.
with, because
But-
I don't think all this came about on its own.
No.
Like,
Don't
she has
forget,
friends.
That has to do with the
You know,
friendship
Shireen,
group.
the friendships.
Shireen,
The
about
friendship
talking
group.
about going to church, I feel like it's right, but going to church, it's not like you're personally seeing your pastor and discussing your issue. Maybe you went to
Trust
church.
me.
You
That
go to
day's
church, fine.
preaching
But
might
then the
not
church
relate
won't
to
come
the
and change
situation
it.
you
Yes,
are going
Yes,
through.
Well,
church wouldn't change
The
you
church
physically.
will
I'm
change
not
everything
saying that
physically.
it's going to change everything, but then when you have your mind on something, like you're following Jesus, you want to do these things,
Then I
like,
think
you know,
that-
it actually takes your mind off certain things.
Then
So
I
you
think
think
prayer
less
is
about boys.
rather-
Trust me.
Prayer
And
That's-
prayer should be the right option
Pray.
rather than going to church, because maybe you go to church.
I mean,
that
you
day
go to church
service-
to also pray. Like, if you're just sitting at home just
I
praying, you have
personally
to go
wouldn't
to
But now
church.
most churches
I
they
personally
pray
wouldn't
about
recommend.
what the pastor preached in that particular day. Maybe the pastor has preached about something
But
that
you know
is
that
not
the
Now,
church is
you
also
know your
open
problem.
to
So
help
if you are
you.
going to church, you know why you are
You
going
know?
to church.
Exactly.
You are not going
The
to
church
church
is
because
like
of
the
the
church is
pastor.
like the hospital. People there are like patients. They are all suffering from something they
Yeah,
are trying
the
to
church is
recover
not for
from. So
perfect
I don't
people.
think the church is a good.
So my
Well,
advice to Lisa, I just want you to know that no matter the situation you are going to, you are still loved. It's inspiration. We don't discriminate. We don't
At
care
all.
whatever
Yeah, you know,
whatever you are
I'm proud
going
of
through.
it. The fact that she
Yeah,
should
bold
come
she
enough
out.
was
to talk
able
about
to
it.
come out.
That's really
So
good.
we love you. You can still get help. Like you can still get help.
And choose your friends wisely. Know the
Exactly.
people
Surround
you
yourself
work
with.
with.
And
Know who you talk to about certain things. And the boys, forget the boys. So some of them, they'll see you now. They only want to have sex with you.
But I've
Some
been
of
at that.
most of them. And the boys, too, you guys should relax for the girls. Relax for the girls.
Yeah, and
are
I
you
think
not a boy?
I think the school
I'm a boy,
authorities
I'll relax for
also
them.
the school authorities
But
also
but
have a
the
role to
extent
play
a
in
boy
this.
can go to actually get whatever he want. I think last time I read someone's confession, she was like the guy was pestering her. Every time she calls the guy is available, pretending like an angel. You think someone that just fell from
She's
heaven.
falling for it.
After getting the
Exactly.
girl,
don't say
no,
that. Don't
do
say
you,
He will
that.
come.
do you
If
know
you
what
give him the
affection
chance, he will
does?
come.
No,
They will choose
and
for
it's
you.
See,
don't
some
say
people
that.
don't get. Let me tell you,
See.
you don't know.
No.
Some girls don't get, like you said earlier. You said you didn't have that kind of discussion with your dad. If you don't get a laugh from your dad, and another guy is giving you, feel like, oh, this guy
No.
likes
True.
me.
It's
I don't
Girls
know if-
really
you.
like
No, no,
affection.
no,
to you.
You don't
Girls like
think
affection.
you don't
always
think that's
agree
how
with
it
that.
works,
Yes.
You
but
can't tell me,
eventually
you can't tell me
because
your
you are
peer
not
is giving you
getting
fatherly love. Are
no.
you?
Listen,
No,
some
you-
people
the
don't
brain is
All I'm
experience
saying
love
is
from
school
the house.
authorities.
You-
Yeah,
They
I
don't
think school
have
authorities have a
love
role
from
to play
home.
in this. In some schools, you are prohibited to be seen walking with the opposite gender,
Hey,
holding hands or anything. It's prohibited. You
they
can't
will
do
kill
that.
me.
You
Well, true, but
yes, so all these things are little things that count. It helps. Although
So
when
they should
we're in
allow.
school
They
and-
should allow the girl. The boy should be holding the girl's hand.
Nobody's
I'm saying it
they should
shouldn't
allow
be.
the
It
boys
shouldn't
to
be.
holding
I'm not
it.
saying I'm saying there are schools where
but you know
those
that
things are
even though
prohibited.
when they say that it's prohibited, right? But it still happens.
Yes, but then they
So
are doing
it's just to actually
care bits.
reduce
They are only
it,
care bits.
so
you
that
know the
you
girl,
don't go
the first
like
thing you should psych your mind. Know what you want.
Exactly.
Know why you are going
Oh,
to.
you are not a girl. I said a boy can yob you. See,
He will yob you
a
if you
boy,
want to
a
fall
boy
in
can
for
make
it.
you feel like he's your dad.
Please, has a boy
He's your
yob you?
everything.
no,
can't
he
compare
has
it.
more
That's
to
what I
give
say.
than what you already have.
No boy will give you more than
No,
your
you
father.
see,
I know, but
I
then
feel
some
like
people, she's 17. It could be like when you're growing up like
you,
that. You
like,
don't know.
you are not getting
what
what,
is
I'm
what.
saying.
Probably she was in love.
You get it.
She was in
It
love, and
happens.
I feel like now if she's in love, she thinks that's what she's thinking, but then it's actually not right because you're in SHS. You just have to
Oh,
relax.
you don't understand.
Make me-
Listen to me. See,
Why?
I'm telling you.
Why are you taking it personal?
No, I'm
She's-
telling you, it's supposed to be personal. I'm putting myself in her shoes.
That doesn't mean you should cut someone's opinion about a thing.
If the love she's getting from
So-
her dad is enough,
You know what? Let's just
This
give her a
isn't about that
solution.
issue here.
Let's
That's what
just
I'm
give her a
saying.
solution
Yeah.
and then wrap up.
So
I guess.
basically, the thing
Boys,
is her
boys,
friends.
boys.
Me, I feel like mostly it's
Her friends, yeah. Who you
Her
surround
friends are
yourself
playing
with.
like 90% of
Definitely.
the role in the whole thing. Her
So
it's
I
friends.
not,
feel
it's
like
not always friends.
You should change
Most-
the people you work
Because
with.
you are in high school, who do you talk to?
I mean,
again?
focus on whatever you want to. Your reason for being in school should be your main focus.
No, yeah, I
actually.
feel like it's coming from school too, so
Is it
she should
marry
just,
your
book?
you know.
You know,
It's
even-
not about
even-
marrying
even-
your book, but then you know why you are in school. The boys will
That
come.
is marry
That
your
one you
book
can't stop
and-
it. The boys will
It's a
come.
natural phenomenon.
It's
The
just
boys
a
will come.
saying.
So it's up to you to like.
At some
determine
point, you
what you
crash on
want.
somebody, you like somebody. You people should stop blaming the girl.
Nobody's blaming
him. We are
her.
just telling
That's
her
what
how
you're
to
making
go
it
around
sound
it.
like.
Because if she's in school, the
Honestly,
boys will come.
you guys will
And I
go
think- I
on
think-
and on. We can go on and it will
That
not be
is,
done.
and I just remember something actually. I think we should talk about healthy relationships in this situation. Imagine being with a guy who has nothing to offer you aside sex. I mean, you definitely become an addict.
I'm not sure she
And then
should
it's
even
going
Yeah,
to
think
and,
about
and
it
I learned
because
that
she's
thing.
in
If you
school,
try
yeah.
it once, you get addicted. Once, twice.
Have you tried?
I'm not addicted.
But then I don't know.
So you,
All I'm
That's what
saying
I'm
is
saying.
being in an unhealthy relationship is actually going to play a major factor in the sense that you have a guy who's always like, you let's meet up, not for anything better, but
To pray.
so basically she
Not-
should get people like people that she
I mean,
can trust.
Yeah, and don't
Talk
just
to them about these issues and sit
fall
down.
for people. You know.
Falling for people.
Yeah, and don't just fall for anybody.
mean-
Try to
That's true.
get to
though.
know people. I feel like some guys, when they come up to you, they feel like, I talk to you, I want you to be my girlfriend. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Maybe build a friendship first, get to know who the person is. You don't meet someone one
Yeah,
time
but
and say,
let's tackle
You
this.
don't know how
Do you
people can
think
pretend.
And also-
do you think it's a good thing to be in school for the purpose of learning to achieve something and a relationship comes in? Do you think it is good
Those-
to be dating in school?
well, those things happen. I wouldn't say it's
You are
good.
not
because
everybody's
okay, do you
mind.
know something?
Everybody,
Whenever they say it is wrong to do that, people will be like, if
They want to try.
if you adapt, you adapt. It doesn't matter the relationship. If you don't have hair, you don't have. But then I think that also takes your attention.
It does.
If you read about, sometimes I read about how the dopamine system in your brain works and all that, and I realized most of the things we do actually takes a big portion of our brain, and then we don't even know it. It's subconscious.
Right.
By the time you realize, would have gotten the better of you.
Yeah.
Then,
You're going to school for the boy,
Exactly. So
and
I
not
think-
for
Maybe-
the boy.
maybe-
Going to school for the
excuse
boy.
me to say,
Yeah, let
maybe
your mother hear
you,
you.
you adapt, and a fresh boy Shako wants to help you.
Fresh boy. So you learn.
You learn.
You learn. You
Yeah,
focus
the
on
fresh
study.
boy is teaching you. You don't watch Korean movies. The fresh boy is teaching you. They are looking at
Yeah,
you.
be following them like in Africa.
I know, right? I think we have spoken about all this, and
Yeah.
I think it's time we actually give her what she
Yeah,
should
that's
be
the
hearing
advice
right now.
I gave her. She was
And
like
then-
seeking advice. She has sought advice from wrong places. I think you should study the person and think and know if the person is responsible enough or the person is thoughtful enough to give you the right
mean,
advice you need.
You're right.
You
She
shouldn't- you
I think
shouldn't
she
just
shouldn't
go
look down
to-
on herself.
The
From
thing
what
is, she shouldn't give up.
from what
she
she
shouldn't
said,
give up.
it looked like she was giving up on herself or something. She
Yeah.
felt inferior.
Of course,
And
bro,
I'm,
you feel
I'm
bad.
here to
You
tell
feel bad.
her
You're in
that
school
has
and-
nothing to do with your how inferior you are or anything. Nah, that's perfectly
So
fine.
she shouldn't give
It has
up.
happened, so you just have to move
She's not
on.
the first person, and she
And
won't
then-
be the last person. She can do something about it.
All right.
Well,
She can
Lisa,
move
you've
on,
heard all what we've said, and I hope you pick maybe the little you've heard from what we said, and then, I don't know,
Pray,
just
pray.
pick a little from what we said and be a
So
better
you
person.
Yeah,
Pray.
things are
And
Talk to
pray,
them.
oh,
speaking tongues.
pray.